Hi everybody, Sam's Trains here. Welcome back to the railway. And today we've got the Dapol Sentinel. Sorry, it's not Sam's Trains. So, welcome to the official Trundley Close Railway Centre YouTube channel, guys. I just want to actually put a shout out to Sam's Trains, who have reached 100k subs recently. Do check out his channel. So yeah, just a shout out to Sam's Trains. He does reviews on locomotives as well as other little bits and pieces and some other really good videos, so do check him out. He's a nice lad, and yeah, he does some good videos. So anyway, so this should be a Dapol O-gauge Sentinel Shunter. Now I picked this up from Rouser Sheffield for about £135 I think. £140 in total with the postage, but I mean, what an absolute steal for an O-gauge loco. So if you do want one of these, do go over to Rouser Sheffield and you'll find that there is a couple on offer there now, and it's definitely worth getting because I've seen a few reviews on these, and funnily enough, Jenny Kirk and Sam's Trains did a review on one of these, but it was a different livery to the one that I have. So as you can see, it's packaged up in this nice sort of fragile plastic packaging. So this is from Rouser Sheffield, and Rouser Sheffield usually do a very good job with their packaging. So we're just going to unhook that. Obviously do bear in mind that this is still morning for me, so I do have my nice Jim Jam bottoms on. So there we are. Okay, so we've got bubble wrap over the top as well, which is great to see. So we have some of that. And I've just noticed that I'm actually upside down on my screen. There we are, that's a bit better. I can actually see what I'm doing now a little bit more. So, let's get our bubble wrap off. Let's take a look. So we've got the bubble wrap is now off, so that's the second layer of packaging off, which is great to see how it's been packed nicely. I do recommend this company, as they always seem to package up their models nicely, and they always come in good condition, or relatively good condition, depending on obviously the developer of the model, because as we know, some developers seem to do some silly things with their models. So obviously we have our voucher from Rouser Sheffield. It says with compliments, so we have that. That's just standard with all Rouser Sheffield purchases, which is great to see. We also have the receipt, which is obviously in there, which is obviously great to see. You don't need to see all that. And so we're going to lift off our cardboard box and lift the box of the locomotive out. Here it is, look, so there we go. Fantastic, so there we have it, look. As seen there, it says Dapol Sentinel 040 Steam Shunter, authentic 143 5th scale model. So there we are, there is our Sentinel in all its glory. Look at that, doesn't it look really nice? It's fantastic to see, isn't it? So Dapol usually do a very good job with their packaging. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift off the top of the box there, which is nicely just to lift off there. Okay, so first of all we have owner's manual. Now this is a really nice looking manual, look at this. So yeah, basically I'm just going to move you up here a little bit so you can get a good look at that. So this is the operator's manual for bits and pieces. So there we go. So obviously it has it tells you about the factory fitted DCC, I believe, owner's guide, sold as a speaker to PCB. So it tells you how to actually sound fit this loco as well, which is great to see. And it's really nicely turned, it's nicely labelled here. Look, we've got running in, first use, couplings, removing the body, fitting a DCC decoder, programming your decoder, fitting a speaker, maintenance, spare parts, warranty, DCC address, function key summary, decoder reset, DCC address, table of manual sounds, table of automatic sounds, description, how to claim, and terms and conditions. So there is a lot in this manual, and it's great to see. So it actually tells you information about if you've got the sound fitted version as well, which I don't have, as I'm going to put my own choice of sound decoder in this. But anyway, yeah, so this is the foam top here. We want to remove this foam. It's sort of a different foam compared to what we used to have with the Dapol Terriers, so it's probably a cheaper foam, to be fair. Right, so we're going to lift this off, and as we can see we have this bag here, look, with the loco in, it's just poking out there. So we're just going to remove, I think this foam is removable, or no, maybe it's not. Maybe that's it. Okay, so we're going to carefully remove the loco out of that packaging. So we're just going to carefully put you down while I do that. Okay. Right, so here we go. So let's take a look. Let's carefully slide this out here because I don't want to break anything. It's very tight in here actually. Okay, there we go. Okay. There we go. Right. Move everything out of the way. Put the loco down. There we are. Take a good look. Wow. Okay guys, so Jenny Kirk wasn't lying about this locomotive being very robust. So the first thing I noticed when getting it out of the box is it is very robust actually. None of the detail has come showering off and it's all there and present and it's looking really nice. Wow, that's quite a quality build quality. Quality build quality. Yeah, it is actually really nice. Okay, so let's just move around just so you can get a sort of angle of how it actually looks. I mean, wow, it's really impressive. I mean, the only really the plastic fitted part really is that, but that doesn't feel like it's going to break off at all, the vacuum hose. So we've got all the lamp irons around there, sprung metal buffers as well, which is obviously as standard with all O-gauge locos, and it's really nicely, it's got a nice tension on there, so it's quite realistic in the means of how it's sprang. But yeah, and we've also got fantastic underframe detail. I mean, just look at this. Really is nice, isn't it? Look, we have all of the brake rigging and all that lot. We also have the chains, because these were actually chain drive. As you can see, the chain is represented down there on the underframe. And it really does look nice, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, it really does. We've got all the riveting down there. I mean, is that a finger mark there? It's looking like it's a bit dirty around there. See, that's not so good, is it? I mean, locos get weathered under the underframe anyway, but it seems like it's a metal die-cast chassis as well. So underneath here is actually metal, which is really nice to see. And these as well, I'm surprised actually, the way these feel are fantastic. These are metal. These are pure wire metal steps. These are not going to break off easily at all, guys. Now this is what all models should have. So model developers, take note. Helgen, all you other O-gauge creators, take note of these metallic steps. So these wire metallic steps, these are basically solid on here. These will not snap off or break off easily at all. And that is absolutely fantastic. All model makers should make their steps like this for O-gauge. Because honestly, you know, the value of money that you're spending on these locos and the shit parts that they manufacture for detailing, you know, the crappy cheap plastic, it's unbelievable, especially when you're paying like over £500, £600 for a model or something. And it is honestly, it just makes so much difference just from just using a different type of material for the model sculpture, obviously. And yeah, it's really done this justice. It's just fantastic to see all of these etched metal parts. Even the handrails are metal as well, and they're not going to snap off easily either, which is great. So it's a very, very robust and lovely looking thing, I must admit. So well done, Dapol, on this. Very impressed. I'm also liking this grille texture at the front here. I think that's really quite a nice touch. So Sentinels have this like sort of grille on the front here, which has been nicely picked out and quite well represented. I mean, it is moulded, and it's not etched of any kind, but to be honest, I don't think it really would be etched in reality anyway. But look at all the rivets around the windows and the riveting detail on the cladding of the body. I'll call it a body because it's not really boiler cladding, is it? It's the body. So this is like a shed, isn't it, really? It's a shed with a steam locomotive boiler shoved inside. And honestly, these really are unique little locos. Like, they are really weird. And it's nice to have one in my fleet. I wasn't actually expecting to get one of these. I just come across it. It was in the Easter sale on Rouse of Sheffield, and I thought, right, I'm picking that up for that price because it was a really good price, and I felt like treating myself with my work money. So I decided, why not give it a crack? And I must say, I've done a good choice there because it does look like a good model. So we have all the riveting on the buffer beam there as well. Look at that. I mean, that's so nicely picked out. It does look realistic and it feels realistic as well, just looking at it. We also have this underneath here, which is part of the boiler. The sort of cylinder underneath the buffer beam there. Can you see it? And apparently that lights up. That's like the ash pan. And so that lights up because it does have a flickering firebox already fitted to the model, which is fantastic to see. We also have all of the they're sort of like, what are these things? I don't know what you would call them, but they're robust as well. They don't look like they're going to break off very easily. Let's give them a feel. So, what are these things here? Now, see, they're solid on there as well. Look, see that? Yeah, look, see, they're solid on there as well. That's great to see. So it is really nice, very robust looking, and it doesn't look like it's going to snap or anything like that very easily. We've also got the sanding pipes underneath the wheels, which is nice to see. These are also that wire sort of texture, just like the ladder, so it will not break off easily, which is nice. Let's move up to the roof and have a look at that. So the roof, we've got all of this fantastic looking riveting on the roof here, which is great to see. We have a separately fitted metal whistle, which is lovely, as well as this sort of double chimney there, isn't it? Sort of a double chimney with this like guard over top there, and apparently this removes to take the body off. So you have to remove the chimney to take the body off. But yeah, it's just really good, isn't it? Now I'm going to look at this. This roof vent here, because apparently this moves. So let's give this a go. So apparently this is a movable roof vent. So let's have a look, see if that actually moves. It might be a bit stiff, but okay, it doesn't really want to do that in a minute. I know that these come up, these move. Okay, they move, but I'm just not going to bother with that in a minute because it's really tight on there and I don't want to break the model. So yeah, they do move, so, and we know that. Anyway, moving over, we have the nice sort of, that's the Sentinel logo there, which is nicely sort of printed on the side of the cab side there, which is great to see. And this cab detail, I mean, it's so tiny, but equally it just looks so nice. So you can see it look all around. So if you zoom right in, you can see it through every window, and it is so nice in there. They've done such a cracking job on that cab detail. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lean it towards. No, okay. I can't really get a proper lighting on there. Hang on. Oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Look, we've got like a desk in there or something, it's like a cabinet, isn't it, or something like that, drawers. That's fantastic, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Look, we've got the reverser there, all of the injectors and everything. The cab detail is something else. Look at that. Wowee. Okay, so it's definitely worth the money for this model. Like, from what you're getting, all this fantastic detail on it. And it's really robust as well. I can't believe just how good and well built this thing is. I mean, it's so tiny. I mean, look at it. Look, it is an O-gauge model. Yeah, it's quite big, but they are tiny little locos, aren't they? But it's so heavy, so that will pull well on the layout. That's for sure. So yeah, so wow, I'm really impressed. And this is removable here. So as you can see, we can remove the coal load. I don't know how you would get that out there, but you can actually remove the coal load, and under there would be the DCC socket and decoder socket. So this is DC, mind, so this is analog, obviously at the minute. But as you can see, we've got the water cap there, nicely represented. We've got this sort of wooden pallet on the top there, which is interestingly modelled in there, and it's picked out quite nice as well, the wood where it's got the seals in there. Look, we've got a fake coal, which you can tell it's really fake. To be honest, it would be nice to have some real coal on the top of there. I think it just looks a bit too fake, if anything. But mind you, it might remove the fact that you can actually remove this to get the decoder in, so it might not be worth even bothering with that. But yeah, what do I think of the model? Well, to be honest, guys, it is not what I was expecting. It really is. It is really nice. It's well built, and there's none of this detail can come showering off. So well done, Dapol. Fantastic. Nice packaging as well. It's not shit or rubbish like the pannier was, because the pannier's packaging was atrocious. I hated this metal cage that goes over the top of it. It's horrible. Horrible way to package up a loco. Same with the Class 08 Shunter as well. That was a bit meh. It was too crushed in on the foam, so the detail can just break off and come showering off. But I mean, in all honesty, the best Dapol packaging has undoubtedly been this Sentinel and the Terrier with the ice box, because the Terrier was very well packaged and it was really nice to see. So yeah, so I'd give this, in all honesty, I'd say a 9 to 10 out of 10, because honestly, it's just great. The detail is great, the build is great, the overall look of the model is great, and I imagine it runs nice. I mean, I've seen it runs nice on other people's videos. If you want to check that out, do check out other people's videos. I sadly can't run this at the minute because I don't have a layout to run it on, but I will run all my trains eventually once the Garden Railway is up and running. But yeah, no, I'm well impressed with that. It looks really nice. The nice livery application, I mean, there's not really much you can do with that livery. I mean, it's just a plain apple green, but to be honest, it's not too bright. It actually looks really quite nice. And obviously I like the name. It's nicely crisply applied on the side of the model there with the number. So it's nice to see, and it does look really good, doesn't it? So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed my review on this, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And yeah, this has been my review on the Dapol Sentinel in O gauge. Thanks very much for watching.